for Eudora High School athletics. On your new home for Cardinal sports, Eudora Sports Live. Eudora Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. They have Kansas covered with 23 companies to give you the best choices possible. Learn more at kansasins.com. Eudora Sports Live is also presented by It's time for Eudora High School athletics. On your new home for the Cardinals, Eudora Sports Live.
Welcome in, everyone, here to the Cardinal Arena. We are back here for the third time in the week. And not only that, it's winter homecoming here for the Cardinals, where they will be honoring winter royalty, and we will be doing what we can to get you that here on Eudora Sports Live during our Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show. The main event tonight is Frontier League action and what's destined to be a good one between the 7-5 Eudora Cardinals and the 7-4 Ottawa Cyclones. Can't miss action is next here on Eudora Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jeans Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jeans Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jeans' friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jeans Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Welcome in here to our Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show. So we are getting ready for a really good one. It's Reed McAvoy and Brendan Bolin here with you, back again. You were with me just recently at the Tonganoxie tournament. Good to have you back here in the booth.
It's great to be back here, Reed. Thanks for having me.
I am definitely excited for this game, a really good one. Ottawa sitting second in the Frontier League, Eudora third. Their records extremely similar, 7-5 and 7-4. And even looking at their common opponents, all the exact same result. Both teams beat Eudora, beat Tonganoxie, and lost to Atchison. So these teams, they match up very evenly, and that just has me really excited for a good game of basketball.
I'm also glad you didn't mention they both beat my Pale Panthers. But no, it's a great game that's going to be very contested. Both very good league opponents that, hopefully with a win that they could possibly get into the front position of the Frontier League, and it's going to be a great matchup to see who really wants it more and who really wants to take over that Frontier League title.
Yeah, the Cardinals are coming off of a really close one against Topeka Highland Park Scots that they did end up losing, and something absolutely worth mentioning about that game is that Logan Sullivan exited the game with an early injury, but he did return. He did not play at 100%. It was clear to see that was still bothering him. He was limping around, but he limped his way to 20 points and our Barbed Wire Barbecue Who's Smoking player of the game. So even a 90% Logan Sullivan, we might say, is still a really, really good basketball player out there. And we get to see him in action tonight again. Good to see him in the warm-ups here. That means that he should hopefully still be out there for this game tonight in some capacity, whether it's 100% or a similar thing to what we saw just a couple days ago in their most recent game, 3 days ago, excuse me. But that's going to be our first section here of our Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show. We will take a break and be right back.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Back again here on the Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show, looking more in depth at the Ottawa Cyclones. They come in having won their last 3 games, and that also includes 6 of their last 7. They just came off a 5th-placed finish in the Burlington Invitational. That was only 6 days ago. And something definitely worth mentioning is Aiden McCullough earned all-tournament in the tournament there in Burlington. The Ottawa Cyclones have also they are 7-1 in games where they score 55 points. Not much of a shocker there, but that definitely seems to be the tally that they go for. And they are 1-3 in games where they allow 50 points. And that's worth mentioning because this most recent game where the Cardinals played against the Topeka Highland Park Scots was the first time since December 7th that the Cardinals had been held below 50 points, and was only the 3rd time that that's happened to them all season. So the Cardinals regularly getting over 50 points, even in games that they have lost. That's just the tally that they tend to hit. So that'll be the 50-point mark on both sides of things will be something to keep an eye on, as both teams, I'm sure, will be looking towards that number. We will take another break here from the Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show as we try to get that scoreboard straightened up for you here. We will be back.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Welcome back in here to the Kaw Valley State Bank pregame show. Kaw Valley State Bank provides the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking service possible. They are proud to cheer on the Cardinals and serve the Eudora community. Learn more at kawvalleystatebank.com. We are also closing in on tip-off, which will be brought to you by the Pyramid Place Early Education Center. Kick off your child's educational success by enrolling them at Pyramid's Place. They're your place in Eudora for quality preschool education, childcare, and after-school programs. To learn more, visit them on their Facebook page or call 785-542-1296. And I will also soon be getting you the starting lineups here for the game, which will be brought to you by the Eudora Community Library. They are proud to support the Eudora Cardinals by providing exceptional community events for children and families through excellence, inclusion, persistence, and collaboration. Go Cardinals! The library is cheering you on. So we've got 60 seconds up on the clock. We will take one final break here, and then we will be back with those starting lineups and tip-off as this game is about to begin here on Eudora Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
Welcome in here as we have concluded our pregame show, and it's about time for tip-off here from the Pyramid Place Early Education Center. I will get you those starting lineups momentarily. We've got Errol Seaman and Owen Blaine there on the tip, and it's going to be won by Blaine. So it starts in the hands of Ottawa. Here is the starting five for them. Number 0, Carter Hepner. Number 10, Cole McGrath. Number 30, Caleb Hepner. Number 34, Aiden McCullough. And number 35, Owen Blaine. To focus in on this Cyclones possession, just before I get you those Cardinal starters. And I will tell you there is one change from the game against Topeka Highland Park. And a shooting foul going to be called here. So early chance for Ottawa to break the deadlock. Goes against Errol Seaman, his first. So no better time than this to get into the starters. You've got Errol Seaman, Caden Stedry, Connor Watson, Logan Sullivan. Good to see him back despite getting injured in the most recent game. And then the change is no Nick Youngkin in favor of Micaiah Jerome, starting the 5'8 junior is starting this game. Meanwhile, Caleb Hepner gets the first point of the day for Ottawa. And Nick Youngkin is not even dressed on the bench, so seems that Micaiah Jerome is going to truly be taking over that position. What you got, Brendan?
And it's interesting to see that Nick Youngkin's not dressed. Hopefully that he's okay, or it's not something too serious, but it'll be interesting to see. Youngkin's one of those shooters who really can change a game, so I think Micaiah Jerome needs to step up here really big, and also, as well as the same for the 4 starters, and including Logan Sullivan, who glad to see him back and healthy, hopefully.
Yeah, speaking of shooters who change games, Logan Sullivan, absolutely, that one got 20 points last time out, and he did have one just like this where he was fouled while shooting a three-pointer and then went on to make all 3 free throws, but just as I was saying it, it was already jinxed by me. So his best he could do now is tie this one up. And he won't do that either. Maybe I should just stop talking.
Announcers jinxes really hit us this year, Reed.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
It's happened to me on Palo numerous times, so I think, there we go.
Well, we let him be, and he got that one, which that one is running away from you. Let me get that fixed for you. You can see, though, that it is 1 point there for Eudora. 2-1 here early on. This is Blaine. Blaine, the Washburn commit, going to play baseball there up in Topeka. Great people over at Washburn. I got to call a D2 soccer game for them earlier this season. That was a lot of fun.
And I think one of the things that Eudora has to exploit against this Ottawa team is to limit the amount of skip passes and read those really well. Ottawa loves a skip pass, especially on those corner possessions there. So I think Eudora has to shut those down and read those really well because they will do it often. And they really can get some shots up off of those.
Here is Owen Blaine, gets that one into McCullough. Blaine's going to take that one, and it will not go for him. Caden Stedry comes up with the rebound, now gets it to Watson. Watson to Errol Seaman, across to Sullivan. And a foul going to be called there against Carter Hepner. Not of the shooting variety, however. He's got both of the fouls against the Cyclones here early on. Here's Watson working against Hepner. Gets it into Sullivan. Sullivan maybe trying to find space to shoot. He was, but was not allowed enough by Cole McGrath. So here's Micaiah Jerome. Jerome gets it into Stedry. Back for Jerome now. And he hits Errol Seaman. He's not one to typically shoot from three. But Logan Sullivan certainly is. But he couldn't get that one to go. So 2-1 it will stay. Hepner to McGrath. McGrath to the basket against Seaman. And Seaman did just enough to make the shooter uncomfortable there. And then Micaiah Jerome's coming up with the basketball. Stedry driving, looking for the foul, but instead ends up putting that one away. I think he might have been a little bit surprised that that finish worked there, and he gives the Cardinals the lead.
What a take by Caden Stedry there. We've known he can be clutch in very good moments, and Stedry right there proving to be a nice finisher there.
And then Owen Blaine does not let the Cyclones trail for long. Into Sullivan, and can't put it away from short range. That's a surprising thing to see happen there. Figured getting it into the 6'3" senior right next to the rim, he'd be able to put that one away. Now from long range, Caleb Hepner won't go, and then it goes out of bounds, so Eudora basketball.
The Cyclones really have to knock down these shots against the Eudora team, or else this Cardinals team, who's been proven to be very good shooters from the outside, will. And I think one of those players that has to really step up is the guy about to face Micaiah Jerome at half court, Carter Hepner.
They switched on you just as you called it out. Cole McGrath now. But Hepner also, Carter Hepner, I should differentiate, as we've got two C Hepners out there. Already with 2 fouls here early on. Maybe something to just keep an eye on, as we're not even halfway through quarter number 1.
You're going to see Coach McCauley. He doesn't like to go to his bench much. He loves to keep the starting 5 he has out there. So
McGrath doesn't get that 3, and then Errol Seaman with the uncontested rebound. Might be forced to go to his bench if someone were to foul out, as just mentioned, Hepner already 40% of the way there. Logan Sullivan draws another foul here. And then Christian Jarrett going to come in here. I was told recently he also goes by CJ. Stick with Christian Jarrett, but just something worth noting, I suppose. Call him CJ Jarrett if you want.
I think it's catchy. I like it.
Yeah. A great player, and immediately going to draw a foul there. No, actually commit a foul.
And there's Coach McCullough going to his bench there, subbing in for looks to be Cody Rivers. Which I was going to mention that Rivers would probably be the suspected guy off the bench, if anything.
Senior, 5'11", Cody Rivers. This is Aiden McCullough, now Carter Hepner to his twin Caleb Hepner. Blaine rotating the ball well are the Cyclones. Maybe putting the Cardinals in a bit of a cyclone. Owen Blaine checks it out for McCullough. McCullough into Rivers, and Rivers off the bench and onto the score sheet, extending the Ottawa lead.
And Coach McCullough's son, Aiden, is a playmaker. There's a reason why he was named to that all-tournament team in Burlington. He's absolutely dominant with his shot and with the pass. He's just a high-level IQ player that Coach's son is definitely going to have to be proud of.
Connor Watson maximized all 3 steps he was allowed there. Getting in towards the rim, jumping up, putting it away. Definitely unconventional, but counts all the same. 5-6 is our early score. Into Rivers, couldn't get the handle on it. It's going to go into the hands of Sullivan. He's going to get it to Jake Arnold, who checked in without me noticing. And says, hello, how do you do? He's got a score, giving the Cardinals the lead right before a timeout is going to be taken. So we will take a quick break here from Eudora Sports Live.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Team still coming out of their timeout huddles. Let's see if there are any changes to the 5 that come out. Cardinals with the same. It's Jake Arnold came in for Errol Seaman. That was the substitution that snuck past me. And then we've got Miguel Perez getting his first minutes for the Cyclones. Finds Rivers. Rivers into the corner. And see, it looks like that might go against Stedry, that foul. It does indeed. His first, the third against the Cardinals.
And I think Stedry is just trying to create some separation down low, but just got a little bit too handsy there. And then they're going to call Arnold for a push foul as well.
Yeah, that one was pretty straightforward there. So now 4 against the Cardinals. Anything more would send the Cyclones player to the line. Already had 3 lead changes here early.
And like we mentioned in pregame, it's going to be a heavily contested game. A battle of 2 heavyweights, as we mentioned.
Looks like there was a foul out on the court before the inbound was taken. And so just as I mentioned, that the next foul would send the Cyclones player to the line. Owen Blaine is that Cyclones player. Stedry with 2 fouls here. And Blaine's shot hits off the front of the rim there. And then Errol Seaman will come in for Caden Stedry. Can Blaine tie this game up? He sure can. 3 points to his name here in quarter number 1. And a foul there called against Cody Rivers as Sullivan was trying to find some space to shape to shoot, but Rivers fouled him before that was allowed to happen. The 3rd foul against the Cyclones, first against Rivers. Into Arnold, right at the free throw line, then looks to CJ in the corner, and he saves that one, but hit it to Owen Blaine. So now we're in the hands of the Cyclones. Here's Miguel Perez, and he was fouled there by Jake Arnold. Cardinals were looking for a travel, but not going to get it. It's going to be 2nd foul against Jake Arnold.
Just a very unlucky defensive possession there from the Cardinals. Just a bit too handsy. You got to play a little softer here. You don't want to send Ottawa to the line. They're going to knock down those free throws.
That's 3 different players collectively that are on 2 fouls already in Arnold, Stedry, and Carter Hepner. And Miguel Perez knocks down both of his. Very nice from the 5'9" senior. Sees his team 2 in front.
I think if you're Eudora, you got to speed up your play here. You got to get a basket very quickly.
And Connor Watson maybe rushed that attempt a little bit off the side of the glass.
And I'm a little surprised they didn't call a foul there. There's definitely a lot of contact there, but we're going to play on here.
This is McCullough. Now Caleb Hepner. He's going to pull up from long range. That's not far off, but won't go. Owen Blaine comes up with the rebound. They set it back up for Hefner. Now Perez. And Owen Blaine comes up pretty well short on that one off the front of the rim, and now a foul is going to be called.
It's going to be on Miguel Perez there for a push in the back on Christian Jarrett.
First against Miguel Perez, fourth against the Cyclones, and then Connor Watson comes out for Micaiah Jerome. And meanwhile, Cole McGrath comes in for the Cyclones for Caleb Hefner. This is Micaiah Jerome. 90 seconds left in the quarter. Cards may be looking to tie this game up or even take the lead. That's Jackson Smith. And then a backcourt violation. As
just a very unlucky and costly turnover there for the Cardinals.
Jackson Smith and Micaiah Jerome not on the same page.
I think they're trying to just figure out how to shape up against Ottawa's 2-3 zone they're running down low.
Definitely changing up the personnel quite a bit. Maybe trying to find what formula works best. This is McCullough. Now Perez. Perez from three and short again from the Cyclones. So it'll be Cardinal basketball. Another chance here to try to tie this one up or even take the lead before the end of quarter number one. Seaman looking at Sullivan. Sullivan was under good pressure from Perez, but then found the space, and that's all he needs. Logan Sullivan up to 4 points on the day with his first three-pointer, and the Cards back out in front.
And you know who to call when you need points in a situation like that. Logan Sullivan, ice cold from the three-point line. Incredible shot through a little bit of pressure there.
Yeah, Miguel Perez had him covered up really well. And then he just stepped away for a split second, was practically handed the ball by Errol Seaman, and that was all the time he needed to then pull up and shoot and make it, because that's just how he does. Now at the line, though, we've got Cody Rivers. He was fouled by Micaiah Jerome, his first. And Rivers does make the second, so he comes up 1 of 2. And then Connor Watson will come in for Micaiah Jerome, who just committed the foul. So tied up here. 45 seconds left.
And if I'm Coach Dieterding, I'm saving for the last shot. Yeah, Sullivan wants that ISO. Let him have it.
Definitely trying to get that last shot, just as you said, Brendan. Not rushing things whatsoever. No one even really moving on the offensive side of things to try to get open.
You got no shot clock till next year, so.
Sullivan putting the moves on Rivers. Seems that he's finally decided it's time to shoot, but just as he does that, Rivers is able to knock the ball loose and then win possession for his team, and he is pumped up off of that one. It was Logan Sullivan was sort of toying with him. You could see clearly that was getting to him, and then he was excited to win that battle. Credit to him. Cody Rivers did well there.
They're going to throw it in from the sideline now. They originally were motioning for under the basket, but now they're going to go sideline here.
And I thought it was going to be Cyclones ball. I was incorrect. So Sullivan will still pull up for three, and it never mattered. He's got his 7th point of the game, and the Cardinals with a 3-point lead as quarter number 1 comes to a close. We will be back with quarter number 2 action here. Don't go anywhere.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
The Cyclones basketball here as we begin quarter number 2, following Logan Sullivan getting his second three-pointer of the day, of the quarter. Here is McCullough into Blaine, and Blaine puts that one away. He's got 5 points.
Blaine, one of those underrated players to this Cyclones team that can do it all. He's really going to be quite a problem for this Eudora Cardinals team if they don't shut him down early.
Sullivan did really well to get to the basket, but couldn't put it away. But Christian Jarrett wins possession back immediately. Then a great heady pass to get that one over to Connor Watson, and now it creates a chance for Jackson Smith, but he can't get it.
And if I was Christian Jarrett, I'd literally drive baseline and go through contact on that one, but still nice passing around from Eudora there.
Owen Blaine, when the second he let go of that one, he knew it was going to come up short. Ended up that Aiden McCullough grabbed the rebound and grabbed his first points of the day.
And Eudora, sorry, go ahead, Reed.
Also, our 5th lead change already here. What you got, Brendan?
Eudora has to grab those offensive rebounds. They've been getting beat so far.
Jarrett getting to the basket, finds himself in a lot of space. I think that jump was maybe unnecessary, put him in a tougher spot than it had to be. Then got the rebound and missed a second chance as well, unfortunately. McGrath getting all the way to the basket in style. Ottawa out to a 3-point lead.
I think if you're Eudora, you got to slow down some tempo. Just calm down with your play. They look a bit too hurried. Just forcing up shots there. But if your name's Logan Sullivan, you can knock down about any shot you want.
Forcing up shots is kind of his favorite thing to do. McGrath couldn't make that shot there through contact, but it's going to be a foul called against Errol Seaman that'll send McGrath to the line.
The whole gym did not like that call, and can't be letting that foul get to you there.
First foul by either side here in Q2. And McGrath makes the first. And then Jake Arnold and Caden Stedry will come in. Christian Jarrett and Jackson Smith will go out. So still playing around with the personnel is Coach Dieterding. And McGrath gets the second one to go as well. So Ottawa restores their 3-point lead. I would have to say, obviously I can't know what he's feeling, but it looks that Logan Sullivan might be all the way back at 100%. Definitely playing like it. This is Stedry. Gets it out to Arnold. He has Sullivan to his left. Goes to Stedry. Finds Errol Seaman. Now Watson gets it into Sullivan. Under a lot of pressure from McCullough. And that shot, definitely not a high percentage shot. Didn't end up going for him. No call there despite the tough contact. And then a timeout is going to be taken following Caleb Hefner's bucket that has Ottawa 5 points out in front. You won't miss anything here on Eudora Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Ottawa 5 points in front here in a game that also has 5 lead changes. Ottawa out to what might be the biggest lead of our game here so far. Stedry trying to get that one to Sullivan, and Hefner's going to intercept the pass and then immediately be fouled by Logan Sullivan, who's in a bit of disbelief on that call. It's going to be the first against him.
Ref was just a little bit too quick there to blow his whistle, but I understand that Sullivan was just trying to get the ball there, but just reached at the wrong moment there, and ref will give him a whistle there.
This is Carter Hepner. Sort of went away a bit after getting 2 quick fouls, but he's back out on the court here. Here's McGrath in the right corner. Drives in, tries to get it to Blaine, but Errol Seaman slaps that one down and then picks it up. Now he hands it to Watson, who wants it from 3. And just a little bit short there from Connor Watson. So back in the hands of the Cyclones.
Right idea to slow the tempo there. Just didn't get the shot down, but still an impressive tempo play there from the Cardinals.
Yeah, if you're going to shoot from 3, that's the ones you want. That was uncovered, and Watson really did not miss by much. You'd have to tell him, you're good, keep going. That'll drop for you eventually. And there's McCullough. That shot just a little off to the left. So Cardinals back in possession. Sullivan has Errol Seaman to his left. Takes it himself, gets it to Arnold underneath the basket. Couldn't get a good handle on it at first. So now Watson gets it back to Arnold in the near corner. And then as he tried to get it to Errol Seaman, Caleb Hepner able to slap that one away, but it'll still be in the hands of the Cardinals.
Cardinals with some nice ball movement there, just keeping Ottawa on their toes. It'll force them to go out of bounds and try and inbound this ball here, but I think if you're the Cardinals, you still just want to slow it down and get some ball movement here.
Christian Jarrett and Micaiah Jerome come in. Errol Seaman and Jake Arnold go out. Cody Rivers, looks like Jarrett might have gone out of bounds there. Took a seat after tried to save that one. As I was saying, Cody Rivers and Hayden Hull come into the game for McGrath and Blaine. I don't think we've called the name Hayden Hull so far today, the 6'1 sophomore, number 2.
He doesn't normally come off the bench until deep into games, so he's a really high IQ player that Coach McCullough loves to sub in sometimes, so you'll see him a lot take a few shots here and there.
This is McCullough. He's got Hull all the way across if he wants him. Now here is Hayden Hull. Now in the hands of McCullough. And in the corner to Hepner. And his jump shot 3 won't go, but his counterpart, Caleb Hepner, gets up and gets the putback for his 5th and 6th points of the day.
And these second chance baskets, like I mentioned earlier, has been killing Eudora. Good amount of their points have come off of the second chance baskets.
Logan Sullivan trying to cut into the deficit, but it's not going to work for him. And now Hepner might make it even larger. He will not. Sullivan grabs the rebound, quite nonchalantly, I might add. And then a timeout taken by Coach Dieterding. So we will do the same and be right back.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Back following the timeout. Play will restart here on this near side in the hands of Micaiah Jerome. Every Cardinal player pretty well blocked. Ends up finding Connor Watson. Watson hits Sullivan. Sullivan into Stedry. And Stedry under a lot of pressure from McCullough. Really well done there by the sophomore to shut that one down.
Nice play there.
Here is Caleb Hepner, now Carter Hepner, now Rivers. This is Hull pulling up for his first shot of the day. How are you doing, Hayden Hull? 3 points right there for him, and Ottawa 10 on top. All of a sudden, they've got a somewhat comfortable lead here.
Eudora's just got to find themselves a rhythm there, and that made, almost had it. I jinxed Errol Seaman again.
No, there's been a lot of that before we were saying anything where they're getting really close in, those shots that you'd think they really should be putting down, and it's just not happening for them at the moment, which is not how the first quarter went. The first quarter felt like they kind of couldn't miss. McGrath comes in for McGrath and Blaine come in. Peyton Stedry is going to be fouled there. Should be a shooting foul.
It will, in fact, be a shooting foul, but
Carter Hepner and Aiden McCullough that can come out.
Nice take there from Stedry, just a pump fake, and then put it right back up when Ottawa's jumping there. So nice on him to get 2 shots at the line here.
I was going to compliment Caden Stedry's free throw shooting, but I didn't want to jinx him. He went 1 of 2. Still pretty good from him. And then McGrath there couldn't get that 3-pointer to go, so the Cardinals with a chance to close the deficit here. A foul going to be called there against Rivers. Second against him, third against the Cyclones, and then Jake Arnold will come in for Caden Stedry.
We haven't seen Jake Arnold for a little bit, and having a bit of foul trouble here in the first half. Glad to see a hustle player come back in there. Goes right to work.
Shot that one way high off the glass, but draws the shooting foul, so he'll get a couple chances from the line. Foul goes against Owen Blaine, his second. 4th against the Cyclones. Arnold's first goes off the back of the rim and out. And then Owen Blaine comes out for Aiden McCullough. Blaine just came in and then immediately committed a second foul. Taken right back out. And Arnold gets his second one to go. His 3rd point on the day. So Cardinals back within 8. Here's McCullough out to Perez. Perez driving to the basket and does really well to put that one away.
Ball kind of sat there on the back iron for a second, then eventually rolled in, but nice take there by Perez to really put that one in.
Sullivan, I'll still say it even though it went. I think he forced that shot, but he knows what he's doing when he forces those shots.
Had the right amount of arc and the right amount of spin on that ball to put it right in. Nice shot there from Logan Sullivan.
11 points on the day for him. Hull there puts that one off the foot of a teammate, it looked like, and so Mekhi Jerome's going to come up with it. Errol Seaman driving to the basket, gets it to Arnold, who's going to thought about the mid-range. Yeah, you can't do that one. Maybe he was hoping the ref didn't see that.
I like the idea there, but if I was Errol Seaman, I would have taken that ball and drove in and try and get some there. The rest of the last 2 possessions for Eudora, they've called shooting fouls and got to the line. So if I was Errol Seaman, I would have taken that to the rack.
Sullivan gets that one away. He's got Perez hot in pursuit. McCullough as well. And they did just enough to make him uncomfortable. 45 seconds left here, and McCullough nearly got an and one.
That's Arnold's 3rd foul.
Connor Watson in absolute disbelief. And you're right, it is the 3rd against him, 3rd against the Cardinals as well. Sends McCullough to the line. Jackson Smith to the scorer's table. Caleb Hepner as well. And it goes from McCullough. So now Jackson Smith will come in for Arnold. And Caleb Hepner comes in. I didn't see who left for him. It was Cody Rivers, looks like. McCullough trying to restore the Ottawa 10-point lead As I see that the scoreboard has run away from you with 40 seconds left. We'll get that fixed at halftime. Currently, it's 28-19. Ottawa on top. Sullivan loses that one to McGrath. And now Hull's going to pull up. He already made one from three. Couldn't get the second one, and that's last out off of, thought it was Watson. It was not, though. Still 28-19 here. 27 seconds left.
If I'm Eudora, just don't be too crazy, but save it for that last shot. Maybe we can have another cold-blooded Logan Sullivan moment, but it'll be Carter Watson instead.
And then Sullivan finds some space, but it was just a decoy. Now Micaiah Jerome to Errol Seaman. 8 seconds, excuse me. And now Miguel Perez might get the last shot. It goes to McGrath, and then it gets shut down by the Cardinals player there. That was Logan Sullivan playing some nice defense. So 28-19 is our halftime score. We'll get that scoreboard readjusted for you when we are back here on Eudora Sports Live.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community, with all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve. Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
Welcome in here to the Jean's Heartland Foods halftime show. We got the winter royalty ceremony going on here, which we will try to bring to you. We don't have any stadium mics, so I'll just have to convey what's happening to you. We've got the first candidates here, the ninth graders, Bryn Dieterding and Newt Schreiner.
George grandson, and Jim Schreiner, and Don and Fred Breed.
Bryn Dieterding, of course, from the basketball team. Newt Schreiner from the wrestling team. Sophomores Hannah Higginbotham and Braxton Meckel.
Hannah's a member of the band choir.
Hannah Higginbotham from band and choir. Braxton on the basketball team. Those are the 10th graders in attendance. For the juniors, Allison and Caden Stedry. Allison from the basketball team and choir. Caden Stedry, obviously a member of the basketball team, as he's still got his number 11 jersey on there. Now for the senior candidates. Campbell Mayer coming in with Nate Reason. Campbell's going to be attending UCM. She's from cheer and wrestling. Nate Reason is with her. He's from the wrestling team.
Also participating in football, track, scholar, bowl, and student council. After graduation, Nate plans to attend KU to pursue a career in the Marine Corps. And if you're going to be late, might as well get Wendy's and make it work.
Nate Reason's advice to his classmates is if you're going to be late, might as well get Wendy's and make it worth it. Parker Long coming in here. Great member of the basketball team coming in with Will Gable.
Also participating.
Parker has also played volleyball and softball. She plans to attend KU. Excuse me, Kansas State. Maybe get that one right, Reed. Will Gable is with her.
Also been involved with football, golf, track, sport, and comedy. Will's advice to
Will is a manager for the basketball team.
graduation will plan to pursue a major in sports media with a minor in journalism.
He plans to pursue a major in sports media with a minor in journalism. Final candidate here for the seniors is Kenzie Yoder. Coming along with Logan Sullivan, two great basketball players there. Kenzie also from the softball team.
Pregame high school in a great community. It really does go way too fast. Kenzie being escorted by our final winter heat candidate, Logan Sullivan.
Now they are honoring Logan Sullivan, also there in uniform.
Logan basketball team after high school last in college, he playing basketball. His favorite quote is "Reach for the stars, so if you fall, you land on the clouds." By Kanye West.
Sullivan had a Kanye quote for his favorite quote. Yoder is planning to find a college where she can play softball, and Sullivan planning to find a college where he can play basketball. Cole Parker, last year's king, coming in to award this year's winner. Along with Little Royalty, Riley Mendel, and Banks Steffen.
School in Eudora. Banks is the son of Drew and Manny Steffen, and his grandson David and Luann Steffen, and Keith and Jill Johnson. He is in Mrs. Redmond's kindergarten class in Eudora Elementary School.
Banks Steffen, the son of the football coach, Coach Drew Steffen.
Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Eudora Elementary School winter royalty king is Will Gable.
Will Gable wins the Royalty King Award.
Winter Royalty Queen is Parker Long.
And Parker Long takes home the Royalty Queen Award as well.
The Eudora High School Council would like to congratulate Pete Boyle and Queen Parker along with all of our other Winter Royalty attendants and candidates. We would like to thank their parents and everyone who came out to celebrate with us tonight. We would like to extend a special thank you to the faculty, staff, and students at Eudora High School who have worked to make this year's Winter Royalty a great success. We would also like to thank our guests from Ottawa for their patience in allowing us to celebrate our homecoming. This concludes our coronation ceremony. Students, don't forget to join us for the winter formal tomorrow night from 8 to 10 in the Commons. Good luck to both teams in the second half. Go Cards.
That wraps it up here for this section of our Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show. Hopefully that was good enough for you. We tried to get that one to you as our AD asked us to make sure we could get that one for you. The Winter Homecoming Awards go to Parker Long and Will Gable. So we will take another break, and then we'll be back here on your Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Welcome back here as third quarter is about to begin here on the Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show. Halftime show is brought to you by Gene's Heartland Foods, a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from everyday essentials to items from around the world. Gene's is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. See weekly specials and more at heartlandfoodstores.com. So trailing by 9 here. Here's a question that they're not asking at the top level of basketball, Brendan. Does it affect the game that Logan Sullivan and Caden Stedry were not involved in the halftime speech due to the winter homecoming ceremony?
That's a tough question that, it can resonate with any high school sport. I know back at my homecoming, quite an amount of football players were involved in the warm-up during the homecoming coronation, but I think as long as they know the plan and they know what has to get done, then I don't think it's a problem at all. And I know Logan Sullivan and Caden Stedry are up to the task, as you see on cue, and one.
Sure is Caden Stedry, as he's going to potentially set up this and one here. Foul going against Owen Blaine, his third.
But no, I think they know what's at stake.
You can see now, though, Logan Sullivan currently talking with Coach Dieterding, so maybe getting a shorter version, a summary of what the speech was.
But part of my game plan I'd give him is you have to limit the amount of second chance rebounds that Ottawa's getting. A good amount of their points, like I mentioned earlier in the second quarter, has come off of the second chance rebounds, and they're just isolating them. So I think getting those second chance rebounds and limiting those will limit the amount of points that Ottawa is going to score, and also giving Ottawa those easy passes inside, which they've been really successful with. So I think limiting the amount of passes inside and limiting the amount of second chance boards that Ottawa gets is going to be crucial to the fact that Eudora can they're still in this game and they can still get ahead.
That's something you just can't have there. Stedry turns that one over. Though Errol Seaman wins possession right back, and Coach McCullough simply cannot believe that one. But they're going to need to have a lot of possessions where they need to score and also get in it on defense, because they need to start chipping away at the defense. So they at the deficit, they need to score some unanswered points here.
I think we've got time for one more read. Limit the turnovers. Although both teams have been really turnover heavy in this game, I do think that Eudora has been crucially costly with those turnovers.
And Sullivan, that could have easily been another costly turnover, but no, sir. Sullivan with his third three-pointer and his 14th point on the day, as well as his 13th and 12th, and then he goes and snags a rebound.
But no, I feel like there's too many times where Eudora just feels hurried and they just feel the need to pass it around too often. I feel like you should stick with that game plan of moving the ball around, but also just not trying to force up so hurriedly and scared passes.
Sullivan did try to challenge for that rebound, which is nice to see. I think sort of what you were calling on him to do, but in the end could not stop Cody Rivers and the Cyclones from scoring and regaining their 10-point lead.
And Cody Rivers off the bench has been pretty solid for this Cyclones team all season. You're going to have to limit the amount of shots he forces up if you want to continue in this game.
Once another three, and that one didn't happen, and then Watson couldn't get the rebound. Carter Hepner comes up with it. Christian Jarrett sitting by the scores table ready to come in. Here is Caleb Hepner, and no good, and then Sullivan tips that one to Errol Seaman, but he couldn't stay in bounds. He's surprised by that call. He thinks that he did stay in. From where I was sitting, it looked like he did as well, but the ref was standing right there, so I'm going to have to believe his call was right. Christian Jarrett and Cage Crable come in. Crable getting his first minutes. Micaiah Jerome and Logan Sullivan coming out.
But what I love about this Eudora team is they're not backing down and they're still hustling. Even though the calls may not go in their favor, they're still hustling and they're still putting up a good fight against this very solid, well-rounded Ottawa team, which, like Sullivan, the Hepner brothers are going to shoot the ball from the outside.
Yeah, I mean, that first quarter, this game, I mean, it was anyone's game, and that's what it seemed like we're going to have here today. And we still very well could, as Connor Watson trying to close this one, and off the bottom of the glass there, but Crable comes up with the rebound, something he's really good at, utilizing his large frame. Now gets the ball at the free throw line, and then before he could get it out to Stedry, it goes to Hepner, and Hepner then put it out off of the referee, and play is continuing. Not sure why play was continuing.
The referee blew his whistle a bit too early there. He thought it was, it went out of bounds, but it was still in bounds, and they're still playing on. So I think they kind of ignored that initial hiccup whistle there, but right idea by Eudora to still play on, just unlucky with how that eventually ended up with.
Yeah, a weird turn of events, and there's Crable grabbing another rebound. Just mentioned, Stands 6 foot, Cage Crable, but he is really good at getting himself into the positions to rebound the ball. And that's a big factor, and I'm sure that's playing in to Coach Dieterding putting him into this game.
And Coach McCullough, that's 2 fouls that he didn't like. He's already fed up. He's yelling at the referee over there. So I think if you're Coach McCullough, you've got to settle down and really focus on the positives here, because you don't want a tech that'll cost you two baskets.
Christian Jarrett.
Nice
hustling to get that one. Yeah.
Jarrett, yeah.
Hustle personified is the Christian Jarrett style of basketball. And he's going to try to get to the basket here and couldn't put it away from short range. He was under a lot of pressure, though.
But I like the shot underneath. A little bit of space, just a bit. Pressure just crashed in a bit too late there. Coach McCullough is not feeling it. He wants a 30-second timeout here.
So McCullough does call a timeout for the Ottawa Cyclones. They will begin with possession when we come back. You won't miss a moment here on Eudora Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
34-24, the Cyclones out on top here in this Frontier League district game, where the winner will grab second place in the Frontier League behind the Baldwin Bulldogs. McCullough hands this one to Hepner. Hepner working against Braden Gardner. He's a new name into this game, grabbing some minutes here.
Speaking of Baldwin Bulldogs, I saw Joey Zembecki was in attendance there. So I think it's also important that he sees who he's going to try and vie for first place here in this very tough conference, where honestly the frontrunners in this league have been Ottawa, Eudora, and Baldwin. They've really shown that they can play and they can compete.
Do we try to fix it? There, that's great. That's fine. We'll fix that one between quarters. Aiden McCullough here shooting these free throws. Try to get this scoreboard.
I thought we locked it down tight, but still keeps getting knocked around, so we do apologize, folks.
Yeah. And neither of McCullough's shots go, so the score stays where it is, which is 34-24. Here's Jake Arnold off to Jerome. Sullivan back into the game as well. And a great pass into Arnold. Going to be a shooting foul. It was a really nice pass there from Micaiah Jerome.
And he saw the initial cut there underneath by Jake Arnold. Feeds it at the right time where he just is able to thread the needle. And Arnold's got 2 shots there.
And the first one won't go. And then Miguel Perez comes in not for Caleb Hepner, for Cody Rivers.
Ottawa's got quite the student section here in attendance today, but
it just moved again. And Arnold doesn't get either one to go. Upset with how that played out was he.
Of course, all the bad luck with the scoreboard is whenever I'm here, so.
Oh, you're good. Here's Miguel Perez getting that one. Tried to get it to McCullough. Instead, it finds its way to Hepner. Back to Perez. Now McGrath, excuse me. And Perez going to draw the foul against Gardner.
Perez will go to the line for 2 shots, which very costly if you're going to send Ottawa to the line, because most of the time they're going to make both those free throws. Looks like Eudora will go with a 4-person substitution here, as it'll be Watson, Seaman, Jarrett, and Stedry in.
And Arnold, Smith, Jerome, and Gardner out. So nearly a full line change there. Logan Sullivan, the lone survivor.
And I think this is the nice lineup if you want some intensity and some nice shooting.
Here's Stedry. And it's going to stay in the hands of the Cards. And into Christian Jarrett. Now in the hands of Sullivan. Watson on that near corner. Finds Errol Seaman. You know, he doesn't want that shot from 3. Gets a little closer in. And that's where he's comfortable from. Putting that one away from mid-range. Getting his first points on the day.
Nice movement there by Seaman. Just finding the easy 2 with the nice baby hook inside for some contact. But Ottawa now answers back very quickly.
Cardinals have yet to make any progress on this deficit here in quarter number 3. Carter Hebner getting his 3rd foul there. 4th against the Cyclones with 2 to go here in quarter 3. Watson gets it into Errol Seaman. Can he get another close range basket? Really nicely. Yes, he can. 4 points now.
Nice job by Seaman. He's just so patient with the shot selection he has there, and it's really paying off for him so far. He's, like you mentioned, got an early 4 points in this quarter.
Here's Miguel Perez. Now Carter Hebner into McCullough, and a really quick shot there. Didn't let the Cardinals close down on him at all before he pulled up for that one. So the lead right back to where it was at 11 points. And Stedry couldn't get the handle on that one. Really upset with himself. Here's McGrath. Now Hebner. And that 3 goes.
You know, Hebner's going to knock down that.
That one hurts a lot for the Cardinals. Watson trying to get a quick basket to slow the momentum down.
Ottawa just fell asleep there on defense. Watson just drove right by.
And then a timeout is going to be taken. So we will do the same, and we will be right back.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Eudora Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can protect what matters most, help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. Following the full timeout and following Connor Watson's bucket, it is a 12-point lead for Ottawa. That lead has just kept growing ever since the second quarter. Cardinals really need to start getting some unanswered points here, which is going to take some good defensive efforts along with some nice offensive shooting, maybe some rebounding as well. There's a lot that the Cardinals need to start to improve on here as the game is getting late. And Errol Seaman gets hit in the face here by Miguel Perez.
I could definitely hear that.
Errol took a hit to the head just in their most recent game as well. They had him a little shaken up for a while.
He's going to get subbed off here, so.
Cage Crable's going to come in for him. Hopefully he's all right. He's still holding his head. Definitely not feeling great. So we've got 50 seconds left here.
Hopefully he's okay. That's definitely a player you don't want to lose. He's got so much momentum for this Cardinal squad so far.
And being the football player that he is, he's unfortunately had some experience with head injuries before, so you definitely hate to see that strike him again. Hopefully, is not the case. 20 seconds left here for the Cardinals.
You have to hold this for the last shot. Definitely call an ISO here. Work your magic on Hepner. Let's see some more Sullivan magic here.
He's going to get it to Christian Jarrett. 1 second left. It's going to be Jarrett. And it was not a bad shot, but did not go. So 14 points is the deficit that the Cardinals will have to cancel out if they are going to win this one. So we are heading into quarter number 4 here on Eudora Sports Live.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make.
Back here at the beginning of quarter 3, and the scoreboard running away again. It's just a little to the, it just went to the left, just not up and down, just to the right.
Does that work?
You went to overcorrected. Focusing on play here, Carter Hepner. What gets it to McCullough. Apologies again, folks, for the struggles with the scoreboard. I can deal with that. That's good.
All right.
Just take play by play.
Okay. Here's Hepner up top. Now left side, McCullough. We're running a 2-3 set here. Hepner just swinging it around, looking for options. Gets it left side to Blaine. Blaine driving in on Crable. Kicks it back out to McCullough. McCullough loses the dribble for a second, picks it back up as Seaman checks back in and falls to the floor. Here's Carter Hepner. Finds McCullough right side, now back to Hepner.
I'll take it back from you there, Brendan. Thank you very much. Here is Carter Hepner. Now Blaine. Blaine, who's got 9 points to his name already, makes it 11. And that lead is growing larger for the Cyclones. And the time remaining in this game is only shrinking. Here's Logan Sullivan. Puts it up. That one's not going to go. But nicely rebounded by Crable, but his shot won't go either.
Sullivan had some open driving room, but you know Logan Sullivan, he's going to force up shots if he wants to. Almost got that one, but a nice board there by Crable. Just couldn't get that to go. Cardinals need this tempo, defense and offense if they want to stay in this game.
And Ottawa not rushing things here. No need for them to, with what has honestly become a pretty substantial lead, especially as time continues to tick away. There's Owen Blaine. Won't go. McCullough with the putback and another one. And he gets that third attempt to go.
You've pushed this game up to 8 possessions now. You really should be settling in here. But if you're Eudora, you've got to be patient and not hurry, but just find the right shots there. And Logan Sullivan made the right shot there as he gets the second chance basket.
Got to say, looking at Errol Seaman, I do not think that he is he's feeling great still, coming off of the hit to the head that he took. But he's putting it all on the line out there. Here's Cage Crable in defense, working against Owen Blaine. Then Errol Seaman gets involved as well. And now McCullough's going to pull up from 3. Didn't go, but gets his own rebound. Cardinals really need to get in on the rebound game here. They're going to try to get back into this one. This is McGrath and now Hepner with Connor Watson putting a lot of pressure on him.
Eudora, they've been doing good offensively, getting their own rebounds, but defensively, they're hurting themselves.
Here is McCullough and now Hepner. 3 different Cardinals players sitting at the scorer's table ready to come in. Great pass there from Hepner to Hepner. And now Blaine working against Crable, and Crable did just enough and then grabs the rebound as well.
Eudora, you got not a lot of time here, but a decent amount of time to just make a right decision, get a quick basket here, and just move on.
Nice pass there. Finds Watson, and Watson couldn't get that long-range shot, and then McCullough comes down with the rebound.
Decent shot, just not the right location that you should be taking those shots from.
At what point might it become foul territory? Do they just need to hope that the Cyclones turn it over here?
Absolutely, especially if you're down 16 still.
Yeah.
It's not foul territory for you. It's
right.
Still, you need to be solid defensively and just find shots that you can knock down easily.
The 3 substitutions come in. I'll say who's going out first. It's Cage Crable, Micaiah Jerome, and Logan Sullivan coming off. Christian Jarrett, Jake Arnold, and Braden Gardner coming in.
I think Dieterding's right about taking Sullivan out for just a minute, maybe even a few seconds here to just get him some water and just rest up and get on the same page with him. But
yeah, he would really have to be the difference maker if the Cardinals are going to get back into this one. But McGrath is making that an even harder task as Ottawa closes in on that 55-point mark that I mentioned. They are 7-1 in games when they reach 55 points. That's definitely, it seems to be well within reach for the Cyclones at this point.
Not the greatest basket by Jarrett there. Just felt a little too rushed there. Just got to lock in offensively.
I mentioned the Cardinals as well. 50 points is their mark. And they are... This most recent game was only the 3rd time this season they've been held below 50 points. And it was, of course, a loss to Topeka Highland Park.
They're going to call Seaman for a foul here.
3rd against him. Cody Rivers comes back into the game for Ottawa.
Like I mentioned, Logan Sullivan just getting a quick few seconds to rest, but it'll be Connor Watson to come out of the game here.
Cody Rivers, one of 6 different players to have at least 5 points for the Cyclones. Sullivan and Stedry, the only 2 to have at least 5 for the Cardinals. Sullivan has 16.
I'm going to call a carry here on Carter Hetner. So if you're Eudora, you have to find a clean shot where you just knock it down so quickly and carelessly, and then you set up in a full court press. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And Sullivan gets the quick basket, but no press here.
A little confused as why Dieterding didn't set up the press here, but
there they end up coming away with the basketball anyway. Going to have to be another quick score here.
I think he's just trusting his defense on their capabilities to just lock down Ottawa on the other end.
And they just can't get those rebounds. Christian Jarrett was the nearest Cardinal player, and he was not allowed to jump up towards it. Cody Rivers came away with the ball. Time running out here for the Cards. Sullivan snags that one. Still under a lot of pressure by Hepner. And then the foul against Hepner.
That's a big break for the Cardinals there.
4th against Carter Hepner. And then Aiden McCullough comes in for Cody Rivers. Christian Jarrett comes out. Connor Watson comes back in.
In my opinion, I'd like somebody other than Sullivan to inbound this ball, but a creativity there from Coach Dieterding Seaman just couldn't get it to go, and now we got a scrum on the floor.
Yeah, maybe it was to have him in position for the rebound if necessary. Connor Watson with a Logan Sullivan length shot there that hits off the front of the rim, maybe unsurprisingly. Hepner's going to slow things down, of course. Owen playing doing the same.
If I'm Eudora, it's now or never territory for you. You don't foul, but you're still going to put a lot of pressure on Ottawa to make a mistake.
Seems like they're starting to do that, but not fully committed to the idea. And then Sullivan does get a foul there. Third against him. Third against the Cardinals as well.
If I'm Eudora, I got to put a lot of pressure on this inbound, which they do. Just opened up a lot of room for Ottawa to have free passing lanes.
That pass went under Stedry, not something you hear often. And then McCullough gets to the basket, puts that one away. He's up to 9 points.
Nice creativity there from Ottawa, just finding the open passes. And
Gardner floated that one for Stedry. Stedry not on the same page.
Ref didn't call the intentional foul there, but I think Ottawa knows they've won this game.
Sullivan getting in there. Now Errol Seaman working against Hepner. The other Hepner working against Gardner. And the foul goes against Gardner. And then Micaiah Jerome will come in. Fourth team fouls. Not shooting just yet. Ottawa definitely thought so. Micaiah Jerome comes in for Braden Gardner. 33.7 seconds left, so seems that this one's over.
Gardner just had a costly turnover there, just not on the same page with his teammates, but I don't think Seaman thinks it's certainly over just yet.
Sullivan committing his fourth foul. Now Cage Crable at the table. We're going to make him wait until after McGrath takes this first shot. And that one goes for him. Well, now Crable will come in for Stedry. Ottawa not even bothering to send anyone for the rebound.
They know that they have this game in the bag.
And McGrath gets the shot.
But I'd like to see how much hustle Eudora can show.
Sullivan getting down court pretty quick, and he's going to pull up quick. And my goodness, that shot is ridiculous. He has surpassed his tally from 3 nights ago with 21 here tonight. And McGrath getting put under a lot of pressure. Crable and Seaman not letting him stay comfortable, but Hepner will now hug the ball tightly, and the Cyclones will come away with the victory here. 54-37 sees them secure that second spot in the Frontier League, at least for now. And the Cardinals fall to 7-6. We will take a break, and then when we are back, it'll be your post-game show. We will wrap this one up here on Eudora Sports Live.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Welcome in here to the Anthony Brown at Farm Bureau Financial post-game show. Wrapping up a tough loss here. It was tightly contested for the first quarter, and I would say we could pretty much say the entire first half. But that second half, Cyclones got a comfortable lead and never really lost it. What are your thoughts on the game as a whole, Brendan?
I think it was Ottawa just knew the game plan from the start and just capitalized on everything that Eudora, has been not doing the greatest on this season, whether it, was the second chance rebounds that turned into points or just the costly turnovers and the miscommunications that Eudora had early to start the game. I think they just capitalized on the things that Eudora was doing wrong, and Ottawa just did what Ottawa does, just knock down shots and play as aggressive and as clean as possible. So it sucks that Eudora couldn't, come out here and get the win, but it's a great game that they need to, learn from and move on.
I think the Cage Crable audible was a really good one by Coach Dieterding, and I think it may have actually just come too late because he is really good at getting rebounds, getting the ball down. Unfortunately, maybe the reason that he sat on the bench longer is he's not particularly great at anything more than that. He's not a great shooter or a great passer, but he is great at being the first one to the ball when it's coming off of a missed shot. And I think that was a good call by Dieterding, but maybe just a little earlier. Could have been more influential in this game. Logan Sullivan went absolutely off though. Still 21 points. I think he's looking good after that ankle injury. Seems that he is feeling fine after that, but unfortunately that was not enough for the Cardinals to get the win here. I do think it's mildly humorous that I set 55 as the point total for Ottawa to get, where they're 7-1, and they came up just one short, but effectively that same score, which is where how they dominate games, getting over 50 points, we'll say. And the Cardinals held short of 50 points for now the fourth time this season, second straight game that has happened. So the scoring going away a bit. Perhaps that could be down a bit to missing out on Nick Youngkin, being forced to use Micaiah Jerome, though we actually didn't see as much of him as you might expect from a player in the starting five. There was a lot of rotating going on all day long. Saw a lot of different players out there. Stedry came up with 5. Sullivan will give you the points total. Sullivan came up with 21. Caden Stedry with 5. Errol Seaman with 4. Connor Watson with 4. And Jake Arnold with 3 for the Cardinals side of things. Cyclones, it is Owen Blaine, their leading scorer, with 11. Cole McGrath with 10. Aiden McCullough with 9. Caleb Hepner with 9. Miguel Perez with 7. Cody Rivers with 5. And Hayden Hull with 3, coming on a 3. So that is the points tallies here. We will take another break from this post-game show, and when we are back, I will preview what is next up here on Eudora Sports Live.
Dad, you need to go.
Really?
It's important.
I feel fine.
Look, you cannot mess around with this kind of stuff. Some cancers, man, we just don't want to lose you from something we could have caught.
What I need to do?
You just give your doctor a call. They'll tell you what screening test you need.
Fine. Can I have my pie now? Oh, man.
High quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Welcome back to the Anthony Brown Farm Bureau Financial post-game show. I will follow through on my promise, previewing what is next here on Eudora Sports Live. I will be back with you once again on Monday, again from the Cardinal Arena, as the Cardinals will be taking on Veritas Christian High School here at 8 o'clock. So that'll be a good one. It'll be boys only for that game, and what is sure to be another good one. And then we should get into our player and play of the game here. Player of the game is pretty self-explanatory. The play of the game will be a little tougher, so we'll start with that barbed wire barbecue. Who's smoking player of the game? Can't be anyone else than Logan Sullivan with 21 points. Just a really good scoring performance. What do you think of his day, Brendan?
I think coming back from injury, he knew that a better Logan Sullivan is 100% Logan Sullivan, and he proved just that. Kind of he almost had the Michael Jordan flu-like game, except he was partially injured for that game. But I think he came back and proved that he's still one of the best scorers and best players in the Frontier League, and you could possibly say even the state. So I think Logan Sullivan, an excellent performance from him, despite the loss and having to, kind of lead the team in scoring whenever there was not much scoring from his teammates there. But an excellent game all around from Logan Sullivan, offensively and defensively.
And what's maybe bittersweet, good news and bad news, is there's room for improvement there. Logan Sullivan could have done even more. Like if he were to be more involved on the rebounding side of things. I think he did pretty well on his defensive involvement, but even that he could have. There's more to be unlocked from Logan Sullivan.
100%.
Which is you know why it's good news and bad news. This game could have maybe been better from him, but also how good is he already? To know that there's room for improvement is good news as well. And then the play of the game going to be a lot tougher. You could give it to any one of the 5 3-point shots from Logan Sullivan. You said you liked his buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter. I will give you the honors, Brendan, as the guest for picking our absolute painting, absolute play of the game.
I appreciate it. But yeah, it'll have to be the buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter. I mean, it wasn't much of a clutch play, but it was an impressive play the way that he just demanded the offense. He demanded the ISO, and he was able to rise to the occasion and just pull up and hit that clutch 3-pointer at the end of the first quarter. So my props to Logan Sullivan, our Bar Barbecue player of the game, and our absolute painting play of the game as well.
Player and play of the game, the sweep going to Logan Sullivan. So he is our player of the game from Barbed Wire Barbecue. Be the MVP at your next watch party with Barbed Wire Smoke and Game Day deals. Packs start at $35 and feed 8, or the biggest pack feeds 8 for $90. Pre-order now by visiting them at barbedwirebarbecue.com or call 785-856-0877. And then he also got that Absolute Painting Absolute Play of the game. To take advantage of Absolute Painting's winter interior special, book from November through February to get $1,000 off, plus other great offers. Some restrictions apply. For details, call 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. And that is
barbecue for Sunday, Reed.
yeah. Actually, my dad and I went there recently. Had a great time over at Barbed Wire Barbecue. Great people there, and great barbecue as well, of course. And that is going to wrap it up here for the Anthony Brown Farm Bureau Financial Post-Game Show. Anthony's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 101 West 10th Suite A in Eudora or call 785-615-0516. So thank you once again for spending this night with us here, watching Eudora Cardinals basketball on Eudora Sports Live. For Brendan Bolin and Reed McAvoy, go Cardinals, and good night.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.